Big news in the car industry. My local dealership just called me and said they're giving me more than ever for my trade. We must go right now. If you don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car business most of my adult life, done sales and finance. Now I negotiate car deals. Enough about me. Let's talk about this text. Negotiations are like a game of chess. Only one side knows how to play it. I'm teaching you guys how to play the game. Now, urgency is one of the best tools that a dealership has in order to convince you to go in store. This tactic works so well. For example, calling you up and saying, we're going to give you more than ever for your trade if you come in right now. Or them asking for your trade and you're saying, I have a 1995 Nissan Altima. And them getting ultra excited saying, I can't believe it. I have a client looking for that right now. Can you come in? We'll give you top dollar. These things are just tactics to get you in the store. Very similar to saying we have to hit a quota. We will give you an incredible deal if you come in right now. When I say, Tommy, does this actually work? It works incredibly well. People fall for this all the time. My client base is a premium example. I get so many texts and emails from my clients saying, hey, Tommy, this dealership just texted me this saying they're giving this incredible deal. Maybe you should reach out to them. In reality, this is normally just automated BS, and you have to remember what the goal of the salesperson is at this stage. And it's not to sell you a car. When you're at numbers, or even when you're just trying to look at a vehicle, their number one goal is to get you in store, to set an appointment to get you in store. So once you look at that, then you look at everything they say, you have to understand that everything they're saying is just to meet that goal, which is getting you in store. So when they say they'll give you more than your trade forever, they'll only negotiate more off the price if you come in store, they are trying to find a way to get you in store, because once you're in store, they hold more power, which means they can make more money. I can promise you that any dealership that calls you and says, you know what, we only negotiate with people in store, I'll give you this price, but if you come in store, I can give you a better price. If you walked into that dealership and said, I'd like to save $2,000 more off the car, they're not gonna be like, oh, okay, you're in store, check mark, here's your $2,000 off. It is going to be a battle because they understand they have power. I just had a client yesterday that was talking to me that went to 2 different dealerships that said the same thing. They were in that dealership for 2.5 hours negotiating, threatening to walk, walking multiple times, and they were not even able to get to the price that they thought of. They were not even able to get $1,000 off the price because dealerships that use this tactic do not negotiate in store. And maybe there's a few that do, but you're gonna spend hours doing that. And the whole point of my strategy isn't so it's gonna save you the maximum amount of the money. Realistically, it does that. But the number one reason why my strategy works is it saves you time, energy, and anxiety, and you don't get emotionally attached to a car. I always say, just like my services, realistically, the whole point isn't to save you the most amount of money. It's going to get you there. That is a result. But the number one reason I talk about negotiating online and in store is so you make a buyer's remorse-free decision. You're making an analytical decision, not an emotional one. The money savings just comes along the way. Once you understand that negotiations are just a game of chess and both sides are playing, it not only makes the process more fun, I promise you, it's actually kind of fun when you're realizing, oh, my opponent did this, I know how to combat that. I promise you, it makes it a more enjoyable process. But secondly, and probably most important, it makes it an analytical decision because you're playing a game of chess, not an emotional decision, getting in an argument with somebody. And you have to understand that there's nothing wrong with both sides. This is a game we're both playing, and realistically, a dealership wants to maximize profit. We want to save the most amount of money. It's why I love negotiating. That's why I love this craft, and I think that negotiating should never leave car dealerships. If you guys watch this channel, I promise you, follow these tips, you're gonna have fun negotiating your car deal. It's going to feel great when you negotiate at the end of the deal. It might be tiring, it might be exhausting, it's a lot to learn, but I promise you this is gonna do way better than ever negotiating in store. When a dealership says, come in store to get our best deal, BS, that isn't true. I promise you, I've saved thousands of dollars more. I've made a video on it. I've never had a salesperson say that they've saved more money with somebody in store than they have with me negotiating online, because it's the most effective way. Competition always drives the price down. Thank you guys all so much for the support. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. If you guys want to see some deals that I'm negotiating, see what you could negotiate out yourself, I want you to go over to my Instagram. I post a new picture every single day for the month of January. I'm doing a 30-day challenge every single day, closing a new car deal. Thank you guys so much for the support. Have a great day.